help but thank God, because for the first time in a long time, my heart just feels light. Like that waiting to exhale moment, y'all, I swear. But I couldn't help but, as I was editing this footage, to just feel like when I was looking at it, I felt like I was wearing a mask. So in today's episode, number 4 of House of Beau, y'all are going to see me in a version of me that was literally at a breaking point. Like, it wasn't just my personal relationships at the time, y'all. I promise you it wasn't. It wasn't like just me and my boyfriend or just me and shit with my family. I feel like I was navigating like the second deepest grief of my life. First was losing my dad, aka my grandfather. Second was losing, it hurt to talk about losing my mama, which is my grandmother. They raised me. I am the woman I am today because of them. And it's so crazy because some of the stuff that's happening is not shit they would have wanted, right? Having close family members turn on you because of money and inheritance when you weren't even really expecting any of that. I was just trying to get her to live, trying to get her better, like being harassed, being drained, being accused. I feel like a lot of times this is the shit people don't show. This is the stuff people don't talk about. This is the part, you cover up in your family and everybody pretends to be one way when the truth is shit is really another way. And then behind the scenes, everybody fucking talking. Everybody got a lot to say behind the scenes. But I don't know. I talked to my sister and she was like, I know you private, but she was like, you sure you want to share? And I was like, yeah, I can share the tests that I went through because they're my testimony. It's my story. And I really deeply in my heart believe that there's somebody else going through not if the same, even worse. They just don't have the courage to talk about it. And I ain't gonna even lie, I ain't about to sit here and be like, I just have the courage to talk about it, because I'm still going through some of those things. But for me, I feel like there are other people out there just like me. So if you are the strong one in your family and you're just simply tired of being the target, then you'll understand why even right now I am at peace, because I chose my sanity over all the confusion, over all the noise, whether that's family expectations, relationship expectations, physical things that you may have accumulated over the years, whatever it is. Find your peace, friend. People always love to say, check on your strong friends, check on your strong friends, but ask yourself for real, do you really do that? And if you're the strong one that checks on everybody else, can you relate to know that sometimes nobody asks you how you are? Everybody just simply call you with their problem, dump, and they move on because they just figure like you got it because you present that, type of aura about yourself. So I don't know, y'all. Let's just jump into this episode.
When we hooked up, we sat down, made an agreement. We vowed that we'd always be together through whatever. We said that no one would ever get between us. This love would never, ever leave us. That was a while ago. But now lately, it feels like, I feel like all we do is fight every single night. Can't make time, can't get it right. I just wanna go back, take it way back.
I keep picking up the camera in the evening. I'm about to make dinner. This is what we got. I got some baked beans. So we're gonna do a can of baked beans. Crazily, I don't have any bacon. I don't have any ground sausage or ground beef. Nothing that, ground chicken, stuff that I like to add to my baked beans. So that's fine. So it's just gonna be some baked beans. I'm gonna add some extra onion to it. Some extra margarine to it. and call it a day. My spinach, I only have 1 can. That's fine too. I'm going to cook that. They say he eats spinach with boiled eggs. So baby, I'm gonna do his boiled eggs to the side because he from Memphis. Do y'all do that? I'm from Lake Charles and I ain't never heard of eating boiled eggs in my spinach. But yeah, so I'm gonna put that man a boiled egg to the side. I'm out of flour. So instead of 1 cup of cornmeal and 1 cup of flour that I usually do in my cornbread, I'm gonna do 2 cups of cornmeal, and I'm probably gonna add extra tablespoon of heavy whipping cream, just because I feel like if I don't do the flour, it's gonna come out kind of dry, like how kind of like a hot watered cornbread almost, but drier, and I don't want that. So I don't have any Ritz crackers. I thought I had some breadcrumbs, like some panko, but I don't, because I can substitute that for the flour. It won't get the same thing, but you know, it'll give it that grit. So instead, I'm just gonna double up on my cornmeal, and this is the first time I've ever doubled up on the cornmeal, so we're gonna see how that comes out. And I'm gonna fry some swing. Right now, baby, lock it. Right now, I want it right here, right now. Here is dinner. All right, y'all. Good night. I love y'all. I don't know where the hell I'm at, baby. This man, his co-worker, some DJ or something. So we over here on a school night now. I don't never go anywhere on a school night, but this is the fit. This is the fit. He ranting and raving about we need our ID, and I don't even know if I have my wallet. And this is where we are. I'm an introvert. I'm a professional, and I'm a mom. So y'all, going out to a bar on a Tuesday night, it's just not my life, you know. But I wanted to try to be supportive, so I went. And then, like, things started out fine, don't get me wrong. We were just shooting pool, just having a night out. But then as it started to get closer to, like, midnight, and he started to invite other friends, I just kind of really felt the energy shift. Like, I swear, like, I felt like my intuition started screaming, y'all. I kid you not. Like, and it's because I felt my own boundaries just being pushed to make somebody else happy. And honestly, that was my first mistake. What was really supposed to be a few hours turned into a whole situation that I just never signed up for. Then on top of that, the events that followed over the next like 48 hours, oh my God, it really was a massive wake-up call. It revealed in that moment a side of his lifestyle that was just a direct threat. That's like, really, honestly, that's how I feel. It was just a direct threat to my peace that, as a mom that's divorced, I've worked so hard to build. And I realized that we were just living in 2 completely different worlds at this point in time in the relationship. This was not the same person that I met, that I fell in love with. And by that Friday, y'all, after like, oh my God, I just knew. It wasn't even just about the bar and leaving the bar. It was so many other things in between that time on top of that. And I needed to leave. I needed to leave this relationship, and I needed to protect my home, my peace. And if I don't feel protected, I'm going to make sure to protect me. We going out. We're going out. One thing about me, y'all, is I love hard, and I'm so loyal. And my heart, I ain't gonna even lie, my heart broke like fuck. But baby, I'm about to love on me so much harder. I'm not about to just, sit up in the house and reflect on a lot of that stuff. So I'm taking myself out, doing something I like to do. And I'm hoping that I have fun for these few little hours, and I'm getting back to my baby, make her some jello because I got to get her ready to go have an EEG. So this is what we about to do. And the bob is in full effect tonight. It tried to frizz up on me a little bit. I didn't curl it or wave it or anything, just pressed it out. And so that's where we're going. Y'all hear my voice? That's stress. That's stress, honey, but this too shall pass. I ain't trying to be hard. I ain't trying to be none of that. I'm just telling y'all this too shall pass. Because one thing I know about God is that God always got me. So let's go. One thing about me is I like clean fun. I ain't gonna do no club or nothing like that, but I will come hit me up a good little restaurant with some karaoke. And I finally decided on change. It's real hard for me to do change. Is proper humping Augie? I don't think so. Okay, I be having a check, girl. So we are packing to move. So you may see things starting to be kind of empty. I got some things I'm donating to Special Olympics. I will drop that link down for y'all if you are wanting to donate and bless people. Of course, there's always the Salvation Army. Of course, there's always the Goodwill. I know there's mission stores, women's shelters. So I'm reaching out to all of them, doing all those things. Not because I'm just going to get all new things. There are things I'm going to keep. And I know there's so many aesthetics that just people go into. But y'all, I like my furniture to be good, solid furniture. And you get a lot of that with, like, I don't want to say necessarily older or vintage furniture, but that's true. This two-piece clutch, it's a bookshelf. This was my parents'. It's got like the cherry wood on the inside. And it's the really, really dark. But it's sturdy, y'all. And it has, this is where I usually keep all my books and things like that. And then anything that I want to display is literally in there. And I just feel like when you have pieces like this in your house, that really shows, like, to me, luxury and wealth, because the furniture is different. Like, I just went to an open house and she kind of had like all the same things with me, and she was not an older person. Now some of these pieces are mine. Some of them are pieces that I got from my mom before her passing. And so it's just, I like stuff like that. This dining table set, I'm actually going to go ahead and part with it. I've had it and it just flows into this whole thing, but I feel I'm ready for a new table set. And I don't know, I'm really I like vintage modern, I like organic modern, and I like really kind of like chic luxury. One of my kids likes that. The other child, she's like, I don't want our house to look like that. I like our house to feel like home and stuff. And what I assured her was that no matter what decor we do, it will always feel like home. I will make it feel like home. It'll just always feel that way. When I originally bought this house, I wanted to set up each area so that it would be photographable, or where you could film content and stuff like that, because I just did. In my head, I thought I wanted that aesthetic. And the more and more I started decorating, I was just like, I want my homey feel. So, yeah. And when I bought this home, I did not do a home tour. And I could have took y'all on the open house the other day, but I did not. And I may take y'all with me, because like tomorrow I go and I look at some properties. Now I am trying to scale down, because it's just Sid and I, and my kids still do have to come home. So I'm trying to keep her in the school district. I really want to go. I want to leave the state of Texas, but we're going to see. We're going to see where we go. So I am looking at a lot of different options. I'm looking at a lot of different things. That's the God honest truth. But once I have the house vacant, then I will do a house tour of this house, because like I said, I never did a house tour of my home. And it's a big, beautiful home. It's almost 4,500 square feet. So yeah, because then I'll be out of the home. And you know, people on the internet can sometimes be weird. Thank God my subscribers, y'all, my BEAUdaes, y'all not like that. But sometimes people can be weird. They start, you know, trying to figure out where you live, riding past your house, showing up, you know, stuff like that. So we don't want any of that. And any property that I will show y'all in this process will probably not be the choice, and then y'all will just see me once I'm moving in. So slippers, so cute. I got these from Shein. It's gonna be in a haul that I do today, because in the midst of moving and doing everything else, I also have to do Shein hauls. So yeah, these are super cute. Just some things. Usually I would box all this stuff. These are just some things I got from Home Good that used to hang in my bedroom. Those two came from the dollar store. That one is from Walmart. This clock was actually a wedding gift from my first marriage. Different things. I mean, like, it's a box full of home decor, games. These things I had bought from my mom before she passed, and we never ever used them. And so I was gonna just use them as travel stuff for, like, travel stuff for, you know, whatever. But I put them there. This actually goes to a mirror set. I got the little birdie rackets that I've never used. Those are clothes. So not a lot of clothes. Hi, Siberian. And yeah, some mirrors, plant stands, and some bar stools. And inside of here are more things from like Home Good. Some really cute table sets and things I'm doing. So as far as the 3 cats that have come from the neighborhood, baby, the only thing I can try to do is, if I purchase, I'll try to catch them, take them with me, because I have been feeding them for some time now, and I don't want it to look like I've abandoned them. But if I cannot catch them to take them, then unfortunately they will all be here. Oh y'all, so I don't know, a lot of times I just don't want to talk about it, because it's just kind of like, it's repetitive, it's depressing, it's annoying. In some ways I feel it's mental and emotional abuse, it's manipulative. So you know, I always tell y'all I have 2 sets of parents. I was raised by my grandparents, but I still have my parents, my mom and dad, who are still alive and well. Now, it is so crazy to me that I have to go to, so like in my family, it's only 2 people that have my cell phone number. I did that because it was so much confusion and things going on. I just didn't want a lot of the random ass text messages and random ass things coming to my phone, or having to hear about, oh, this person trying to do this to you, and this person trying to sue you, and this person mad because you won't give them this money, and this person. I just don't want all that. I'm trying to protect my peace. God in heaven knows that I am. And so my sister, now the thing is, everybody has my house phone, right? Because I have a house phone. And I shouldn't say everybody, but they have my house phone. And also they can contact me through Facebook, because most of the older family, they use Facebook, right? So it's not like you just cannot contact me. You just don't have my cell phone number, as I'm preparing to get all these Shein packages together for this haul, because I want to always thank Shein for sending me out stuff. As a brand ambassador, I am so happy to work with them and show y'all the products and tell y'all my honest things on the products, right? So I'm about to sort through which packages are which so that I can have the right coupon codes for y'all and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm so tired of, and y'all gotta excuse me because I'm still in my bedclothes. I ain't even got ready yet. Oh man, so I debated sharing this, y'all, because a lot of times, people, they don't show stuff, y'all. They never show, they just show the other side. They never show the test or the storm. But they're quick to talk about the testimony part of it, right? Or the luxury or the peace or just the final result or whatever that is. But rarely do you see the storm itself. So I don't really feel the need to provide receipts to share my testimony, but I do feel the need to be honest. In losing my parents, my grandparents technically, but y'all know I always say I have two sets of parents. And so my grandparents are the ones who raised me. When I lost my mom, the one who raised me, my nucleus, when she passed away, losing my daddy, my grandfather, that was very hard. And it took a long time to get over. But now losing her as well, it's like, it's just an entire family dynamic shift. It's a heavy thing to realize that when you are mourning somebody, others are only thinking about material and financial gain. It's hard watching people that you love, people that, you looked at as elders in your family, fight over an inheritance or, feel entitled to things that somebody else worked for, right? It really does change you, especially when you are like me and you become the target of all that. I never asked for anything. My only goal was to try to keep her here. And yet she left me everything that she wanted to. And so it's just, I've realized that because I have such a big heart, y'all, I have spent years tolerating things from family that I never really should have been tolerating in the first place. And the hard truth is that that tolerance trickled down into parts of my relationships as well, whether those are with friends, whether it's with my boyfriend, kind of like how y'all saw in this episode. But I find myself accepting struggles and behaviors that in my life I just don't feel aligned with my peace. It just simply is not the type of weight I want to carry, right? And as a person that I'm used to carrying the weight for everybody because I'm considered like the strong person, I just feel like a lot of times I'm overlooked and I'm dumped on, or people feel they could just say whatever or do whatever, or just have access to me or access, and that's just not right. So I'm praying for healing for my family. And I'm praying for healing for myself, because not just for me, but for the people who project their unhealed issues onto me. Or, I just feel like selling my home and moving into this new chapter, it wasn't just a real estate decision, y'all. It really wasn't. And if y'all get anything from my House of Beau vlog series, I want y'all to understand that sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself, do for your kids, is choose the life where your heart is protected. Please hear me when I tell you my peace is non-negotiable. Well, he's here. Is he not gonna pick it up because it's not in boxes? Oh wait, is he leaving? So did they not pick it up? Thank you so much, BEAUdaes, for watching House of Beau episode 4. I just have really one question for you because I'm super curious to know. Have you ever had to walk away from something good to find something better for your peace? Go ahead, drop me a comment down below and let's talk about it. Let's have a real discussion about it. I love y'all, BEAUdaes.